Not every Xenoblade game got the same kind of Switch 2 upgrade. While all 4 games get the same resolution and performance bump, Monolith Soft took a very different approach with each title. Xenoblade X focuses almost entirely on performance, while the trilogy received upgrades tailored to what each game needed the most. Let me know in the comments, which game are you the most excited to replay? Every game runs at 4K at a targeted 60 FPS in docked mode, and 1080p at a targeted 60 FPS in handheld. This alone is a huge upgrade that makes gameplay smoother and cutscenes more immersive. Xenoblade X benefits from this more than any other game in the series, because it's by far the most demanding. Its Switch 2 upgrade is also the cheapest, at only $5 USD, but unlike the trilogy, it focuses almost entirely on performance, rather than adding new content. I think the upgrade is worth it for the performance boost if you use docked mode. However, if you use handheld mode, it's not the most perfect. Some upscale textures can appear smudged, particularly in water, and while looking down from a scale. We don't see that much issues on docked. We also see some occasional frame rate instability. That being said, I don't think Xenoblade X needed some new content. Definitive Edition already gave us Chapter 13, a proper ending, and a ton of other quality of life improvements. Because of that, a performance upgrade makes a lot of sense here. Xenoblade 1 gives us new features and a performance boost. Instead of focusing almost entirely on performance like X, it adds new features that change the way you experience the game. It also has cleaner details overall, with significantly less texture smudging than in Xenoblade X. There are a few instances where frame rate does drop in handheld mode. For $10 USD, Xenoblade 1 gets fully voiced heart-to-hearts. Some of the best moments happen during these conversations, and having them voiced makes them feel much more natural and immersive. It also adds more emotional weight to the story. Then there's the Ether Jet. This one completely caught me off guard. Never in a million years did I expect Xenoblade 1 to get scale-like traversal. These Ether Jets are ground only, but they make manual travel a lot faster, especially in water. The Ether Jets allow you to survive bigger drops without damage. Keep in mind that if the drop is really big, you will still die. There's also a Nopon Grand Prix, which is available after you unlock Dunban. Xenokart time! Along with that, we also have some new outfits and amiibo functionality. Depending on the amiibo, you can earn bonus experience, random items, and even have a chance to unlock some of the new outfits. It appears that this is what you get with the Mio amiibo, and this is what you get with the DK Bananas amiibo. Let me know in the comments if you discover any more. Another small detail is controller rumble in cutscenes. There is one bug that has happened in a few cases, where the camera can get fixed. It's pretty minor, and maybe they'll roll out a patch. Another issue is very minor FPS drops on handheld, but it's a lot better than an X, and it happens rarely for some people. While Xenoblade X focused on performance, Xenoblade 1 expands exploration and immersion. I see the price increase as $5 for a performance boost and $5 for the extra content. It's almost like a mini DLC, and that's something you'll see with the rest of the trilogy as well. This upgrade is already out digitally and will be out physically on July 30th. Xenoblade 2 is adding a new gameplay feature along with additional content. We're getting a brand new mode that allows you to directly control blades in action-style battles, along with a new rare blade and a brand new blade quest tied to it. We don't know who it is yet, but if I had to make a completely wild guess, maybe it's Noah and Mio's Ouroboros form. There's also speculation that these blade quests might be fully voiced. This could explain the voice actor leak that we saw a few months ago. We're also getting new outfits for Pyra and Mithra. Xenoblade 2 is the game that needed an upgrade the most. The game is almost 10 years old now. Handheld mode can be pretty grainy, especially in the grass textures. One thing I'm personally hoping for is improved lip syncing. It's never been a major issue, but it's not the cleanest, especially with Zeke. Then again, Xenoblade 2 did have a very short development cycle. I also think this upgrade could help more people appreciate Xenoblade 2's amazing story. This upgrade comes out digitally on July 30th and physically on October 1st. Xenoblade 3 leans much more into storytelling improvements alongside a new mode. One of the biggest additions is a new defensive battle mode, where you fight waves of enemies in structured encounters. We're also getting a new hero along with a new hero quest. If I had to make a wild guess, I'd say Cosmos. Do you think it's someone new or someone returning? On top of that, all event scenes are being fully voiced. I'm actually currently playing through my first run of Xenoblade 3, and I could only imagine how much better it would be with the voices in the events. There could still be more updates, but this is all the details we have right now. This adds a lot more weight into emotional moments. I will definitely have to go back and replay these events when I get a Switch too. The update will be out both digitally and physically on December 3rd. There is one downside worth mentioning. Xenoblade 1 goes from 19.9GB to 33.7GB. Xenoblade 2 increases from 30.7GB to 45.8, and Xenoblade 3 goes from 29.7 all the way to 42.5. That's a pretty significant increase across all three games. Monolith Soft is still incredible when it comes to squeezing out performance and detail out of hardware, but these upgrades clearly come with a noticeable storage cost. Hopefully there's still room for future optimization down the line. This size increase does make sense though, considering that we have the performance boost. So even though all 4 games are part of the same series, the upgrades each follow a completely different focus, whether that's performance, exploration, gameplay, or storytelling. And honestly, these upgrades make me want to replay the entire series again. And don't forget to get your Switch icons if you missed it the first time. If you had to pick one Xenoblade game to replay on the Switch 2, which one are you choosing? Until next time, see ya!